The Waltons, 1972 to 1981, a timeless American family through the lens of time. For 9 unforgettable years, The Waltons wasn't just a television show. It was the warm heartbeat of American family life during the Great Depression and World War II. On the legendary Waltons Mountain, long nights by the fireplace, laughter mixed with tears, and those tender good night exchanges soothed millions of lonely hearts. Inspired by Earl Hamner Jr.'s novel Spencer's Mountain, the series followed the resilient journey of the Walton family, 7 children, their parents and grandparents, through poverty, war, and dreams left hanging in the air. Behind that beauty lie the real-life stories of the cast. Some passed away in quiet sorrow. Others still carry the memories of their youth and life's profound lessons. In 2025, 53 years after the show began, let's look back at the journeys of its 28 core cast members, from the most familiar faces to the most surprising fates. The main cast and their life journeys. Richard Thomas, John Boy Walton. Born June 13, 1951, in New York City. At 21, Thomas breathed life into the dreamy young writer with a pen and an insatiable hunger to tell stories. His Emmy-winning performance mirrored creator Earl Hamner Jr.'s own life. After leaving in Season 5, he shone on Broadway, in The Americans, and NCIS, New Orleans. Now 74, he remains active in acting, living a balanced life between family and art. A reminder that dreams born on a small mountain can conquer the world. John Walmsley, Jason Walton. Born February 6, 1956, in England. At 16, Walmsley became the musically gifted brother who healed the wounds of hard times with melody. His gentle smile and natural sensitivity carried the message of art's power. After the show, he pursued music, working as a session musician for artists like Roger Daltrey and Merle Haggard, and appeared in reunion movies. At 69, he remains a living link to Walton's Mountain through his heartfelt music. Mary Beth McDonough, Aaron Walton. Born May 4, 1961, in California. Only 11 when she started, McDonough portrayed Aaron's growth from childhood insecurity to struggles with identity and ambition. Her warmth and maturity touched millions of young female viewers. Later, she faced health and body image challenges and became an advocate for women's wellness. At 64, she writes books. Christmas on Honeysuckle Lane became a Hallmark movie, acts occasionally, and shares her journey with graceful candor. Eric Scott, Ben Walton. Born October 17, 1958, in Los Angeles. At 14, Scott embodied the fiery, stubborn, entrepreneurial Ben, an emotional anchor reflecting young Americans maturing through crisis. Off-screen, he suffered the tragic loss of his first wife, but, like Ben, rebuilt his life through business and a stable existence far from Hollywood. At 67, he's still beloved for his sincerity and teenage grit. Judy Norton, Mary Ellen Walton. Born January 11, 1958, in California. At 14, Norton brought fire and heart to the strong-willed tomboy who became a nurse. She represented the resilience of Depression-era women. After the show, she acted, directed, performed on stage, and now runs the YouTube channel Behind the Scenes with Judy Norton. Over 540 videos in 2025. At 67, she stays vibrant, deeply connected to fans, and carries Mary Ellen's spirit forward. David W. Harper, Jim Bob Walton. Born October 4, 1961, in Texas. Just 11, Harper gave Jim Bob a quiet sweetness, the boy dreaming of aviation and engineering. Off-screen, he chose privacy, education, and humble work after losing his mother during filming. At 64, he lives peacefully, remembered for his gentle authenticity. Cami Codler, Elizabeth Walton. Born June 17, 1965, in California. At 7, Codler became the bright-eyed baby of the family whose innocence was the show's heart. Viewers watched her grow up alongside them. As an adult, she left acting to become a teacher and later principal of Ocean Charter School. At 60, she stays warmly connected to the Walton community, cherishing a childhood role that shaped generations. Michael learned, Olivia Walton. Born April 9, 1939, in Washington, D.C. At 33, she played the mother of 7 with strength, sacrifice, and boundless love, earning 3 Emmys. She later overcame alcoholism and became a recovery advocate. At 86, she remains an icon of soulful warmth. Ralph Waite, John Walton Sr. Born June 22, 1928. At 44, Waite became the quiet, dignified father carrying the family's burdens. He lost a daughter early in life and later entered politics. He passed away February 13, 2014, at 85, leaving television's most beloved father figure. Ellen Corby, Grandma Esther Walton. Born June 3, 1911. At 61, she portrayed the sharp-tongued yet loving matriarch. A stroke in 1976 changed everything, but she returned with unbreakable spirit. She died April 14, 1999, at 87, teaching quiet resilience. Gear, Grandpa Zeb Walton. Born March 9, 1902. At 70, he brought booming laughter and mischief. Blacklisted in the 1950s, his return was a triumph. He died suddenly April 22, 1978, at 76, creating one of TV's most moving farewells. Earl Hamner Jr., narrator/creator. Born July 10, 1923. At 49, his poetic Virginia voice wrapped every episode in comfort. He passed away March 24, 2016, at 92. His words still soothe generations. Beloved recurring characters. Joe Conley, Ike Godsey. The Kind Storekeeper, died 2013, age 85. Ronnie Claire Edwards, Cora Beth Godsey, Ike's dramatic wife, died 2016, age 83. Mary Jackson, Miss Emily Baldwin. The Gentle Sister, died 2005, age 95. Helen Klebe, Miss Mamie Baldwin. The Prim Sister, died 2003, age 96. Leslie Winston, Cindy Walton, Ben's sweet wife, now 68, script supervisor, private life. John Crawford, Sheriff E.P. Bridges, Com Lawman, died 2010, age 90. Peggy Ray, Rose Burton, warm caretaker in later seasons, died 2011, age 89. Tom Bauer, Dr. Curtis Willard, Mary Ellen's doctor husband, died 2024, age 86. Nora Marlowe, Flossie Brimmer, kind boarding house owner, died 1977, age 62. Robert Donner, Yancey Tucker, eccentric mountain man, died 2006, age 75. Keith Coogan, Jeffrey Burton, Rose's lively grandson, now 55, acting coach. John Ritter, Reverend Matthew Fordwick, young minister, died suddenly 2003, age 54. Lynn Hamilton, Verdi Grant Foster, dignified neighbor, retired at 95, 2025. Robert Whiteman, later John Boy, took over the iconic role gracefully, now 72, private life. Marie Claire Costello, Rosemary Hunter, compassionate teacher, now 89, professor emerita. Louis Arquette, J.D. Pickett, gruff sawmill owner, died 2001, age 65. Time may fade, but the spirit of the Waltons lives on, an eternal reminder of family, resilience, and those peaceful, good nights. From those still with us, like Michael Learned and Richard Thomas, to the stars we've lost like Ralph Waite and Will Geer, they painted an emotional portrait of America that continues to comfort generation after generation. If you grew up on Walton's Mountain, share your memories. Their legacy lives because of us.